personal preference. Me personally, I will never be putting that card into my deck, and there's a couple reasons why.
Yes.
One, I play competitively, so like I kind of. And I'm not trying to sound like an asshole, right?
I'm just fucking clapped half the community. Well. Welcome back to the Reef. It's Nepty. How we all doing? I see all the usual Reef mates hanging around, but I also see some new faces. If you're new here, I do a series called Around the Reef. I made this series so that I could highlight the players that pilot water decks to the highest level of competitive play. There's not too many competitive water decks out there, but when there are, I do everything I can to make them shine, baby. I haven't made an episode for this series in a long time. You can guess why. Today I'll be bringing on Shannon Long. This guy has been topping YCS's, and just recently he got top 4 at regional, and he almost won the event. And he's doing it all with Marincess. If you don't know what Marincess is and you've never played it before, it's actually a lot of fun, and it's a good alternative playstyle from many other decks out there. But this guy, I consider him the best Marincess player, just personally. I've learned a lot about the deck from him, and I've also adopted his mindset and the way he plays. But I wouldn't do that if I didn't agree on a fundamental level. The mentality he goes in for is non-advantage. He will lose every die roll. He's a bum. These are his words, not mine. It's just a lot of what he says about the deck answers the problems I had before I liked it, if that makes any sense whatsoever. But anyway, yeah, I got him on. It was very easy. I said, would you like to be in an episode of the series? He messages back, sounds good. And I said, do you have any dates in mind? He said, tomorrow's good. I'm like, what in the fuck? It's just like instant meeting. Yeah, so it was like right away, he was just down to do it. So that's awesome. I hope you guys enjoy this. It was a lot of fun. I will be providing links in the description to his channels, as well as his latest video with his latest deck list. All right. Let's head over to that interview. I got Shannon Long. Somehow I found him. He was just walking around. No, I'm just kidding. No, but he was. This guy is super genuine and super nice to come do this for us. Really happy to have you here, man. This is exciting for me, but really excited for a lot of people who can. Now we can dive into like your brain. When did you start playing Yu-Gi-Oh?
Start playing, and that's a good question. I started playing, okay, so I graduated high school. What did I lost? So 2014, yeah. 2014 is when I started playing Yu-Gi-Oh. First deck out the gate was the Azurai structure deck.
Shit, man, that brings me so far back. I'm getting dizzy. Yeah, that was so you're an OG. That's good. I like to hear it, man. When did you start getting into Yu-Gi-Oh? Like, I don't know if this is like your job. I don't know much about. I just know that you're always flying around the world to things, which that takes some money. I don't know if you just got stacks like that or something like that, but you're like, I would consider you like a pro player. You play on a team, don't you? Yeah, the one right on your fucking shirt.
Yeah,
exactly. Team scheme, man. That's a team. Right. So you're a pro player. Well, at what point did that transition like that? At what point did you say, hey, I'm really good, let me do this shit for real?
And honestly, it took a while. It took me, I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of players that are still getting into the game, but beginning stages, you're learning, you're trying to get good, it's a long process. It just took me a while to get good, and once I finally got good, I realized like the things I could possibly do in the game, as well as the guys around me. So I figured we just make a team and just pursue trying to get these YCS wins and whatnot.
Yeah, just keep clapping kids. I love it. Just let's get together and just destroy people's hopes and dreams. I'm all about that life. I love it, man.
Exactly.
This is not one of my listed questions, but I'm gonna throw it at you anyway. You kind of have a reputation, and your reputation is that you don't really play like what the hot shit is. You play like the other stuff, like the side rogue picks that are just pretty good, tier 1.5, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But like why? I need to hear it just for me. That's not even for my. I just want to hear that shit.
So funny enough, I mean, as crazy, the answer to this is so simple, but it's so crazy. I started playing 2014, and I don't know how long you've been playing, but like cards back then, I mean, the game is still kind of expensive, but cards back then, like Exoton was $100, Draco Sack was $100.
Right.
And I'm like 17, 18. I don't got money like that.
Yeah, I started 13,
but Okay, nice. So what initially got me into playing these off the wall decks is they were just cheaper. They were literally just cheaper,
Yeah,
and I was trying to save.
fucking- Yo, man, go with the RC Cola deck, man. You'll get there, man. You'll get there.
So when I started playing, like the best deck was it was like Geargia with like rank 4 toolbox,
Oh
and
my
like
God.
I couldn't afford it, so I'm like, you know what, Blue Eye Structure deck, let's just do it.
Hey,
And I
fucking white lightning that ass. I love
Yeah.
it, man. That's good
Yeah.
shit. Oh, I
and,
love
and
it.
then it just, as I got, I started progressing in the game, and I kept playing. I kind of stuck to my ways, you know. I just kept playing these cheaper off the wall decks and just making them good.
In my heart, I just see someone like, hey, this right here, top tier, fucking maxed out rarity, best deck in the format. Here you go, Shannon. And you just like use it to prop up a chair, and then you just whip out the dog shit and just go ham. I see it, man. I just, in my heart, that's what I know you're doing. So, okay. So if you don't mind me, I don't know if you can just rattle them off, but like, what are your achievements in like just this last year? Like, what did you do? I know you've done stuff before, but
just this year, not as good as I would like to do. Obviously, the goal that everyone's end goal is to win a YCS, but I've been to 3 YCSs this year. First was the YCS Vegas 3v3. We got 7th after Swiss.
hell yeah.
And hold on 1 second, my son's about to kill himself.
Oh my God. Look at that! He's a hero dad. He's a hero father.
He's a monster.
Oh my God! Look how cute that kid is. Little jelly bean. I love him.
Bro, he was about to.
Nah, you get out the chair, man. Put your boy in the chair. I want to talk to him. I got nothing left for you. Nah,
Bro, he was about to jump head first off this couch.
Man, I'm scared of kids, man. They just putting forks inside outlets and with their tongue and shit. I don't know what's going on. They're always trying to die. Man, that's a good dad right there. Anyway,
That's right. Yeah, so YCS Vegas, we got me and the homies. Shout out to them. We got 7th after Swiss, and then we ended up losing. Our only loss, we won X1 won. Our only loss was to the team that won the YCS.
right.
And then we saw them at top, and we lost again, unfortunately. And I played Marincess. And then the next YCS I went to was YCS Bogota.
Mm-hmm.
I got 6th after Swiss with Marincess, and then I lost in top 32 to a plethora of There Can Be Only Ones.
Of course.
And then I went to YCS Peru, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like my huge downfall of the year.
Yeah.
Oh, it's undefeated after Swiss with Marincess day 1. And then day 2, I just lost every single game.
Jeez.
So that's 2 out of 3 YCSs this year, and 3 regional tops, all top 4 with Marincess.
Man, this guy's an achiever. What the fuck, man?
Yeah.
First of all, I want to say it's pretty bad that I remembered where you went and you didn't. Like, that says a lot about you, man. You fucking globe-trotting, slapping that ass. I love it. Oh, that's good. Good shit. What is your greatest achievement to you? It doesn't have to be like your greatest top or whatever. Like, as a Yu-Gi-Oh player, what's your greatest achievement? I know it's kind of a broad question, but
my first regional win, for sure, 100%. I'll never forget it. Actually, no, my second regional win. My second regional win was
wow,
my
that
greatest
first one just
achievement.
went right out the window that fast.
Yeah,
That was
the
ridiculous.
first one. It's because the first one, it was like I was playing World Chalice, and like I enjoyed the deck, but I didn't. Like,
shine ball.
yeah, literally, like I didn't feel like it was skillful. I just played it because it was like Firewall. You know, it was just nonsense,
Yeah,
right?
man, that's my
But
ASMR right there. I just put on the World Chalice. I'm gone. Okay, go ahead.
But my second regional win was with my favorite deck of all time, Mech Knights. It's the deck that I'm known for. It was in Catskill, New York, and it was like 9 rounds, and I just went undefeated during like Sky Striker, Thunder Dragon format.
God damn.
It was just absurd, and yeah, it was a big accomplishment for me. Like, I just loved it, even more so than like my first YCS top. My first regional win was definitely my biggest top for sure.
That's great. Yeah, because you're the man. You're not like one of them. You're the
Right.
guy. Yeah, that's awesome. Wow, that's incredible. Mech Knights. Holy dank.
That's Mech Knights.
Why do you enjoy playing Marincess? I know you're like a mid-range. That's what you favor, right? Like the mid-range decks type of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
Like
Mid-range. I love
okay.
mid-range.
You like the resource battle and all of that. Oh man, I'm learning to love it more and more. Like I come from combo, but man, resource management, that's my shit. So what do you like about the Marincess deck specifically?
It just like I have like a whole process when I'm building decks and whatnot. It just checks all the checks everything on the list for decks that I would pursue when I'm thinking of a competitive play, which is like the deck in Outback Row. The deck has a boss monster. the deck can go second. The deck has crazy recursion, and like the ceiling's not too low. That's what I like. The deck just does everything that I want a good deck to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, there's no truer words. Like, so I was playing Marincess for at least last 5 months. I know it's not a long time to a lot of people, but I got into it and I was like, man, this is like, I just pictured it right away. I was like, this is just like a link climb. Like that, this just seems so boring. But then the more I played it, and the more I felt myself, I'm like, where the fuck is my wave? Why can I not get to wave? Like, what is happening with this? I have to go triangle to get wave? And then I saw you make your videos, like you started topping with these fucking 3 waves, like Tsunami Town coming in, and I adopted that methodology, and nothing but success since I did that. So just as the godfather of the triple wave, I just want to thank you personally, and I know a lot of people still aren't on that train, or not even on the Crystal Heart. Which, dude, man, how are you not on Crystal Heart?
I don't honestly.
You need it.
It comes down to players' preference and experience. These players that
that's all bullshit. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking around.
No, bro, like seriously, like I'll get hit ups like all the time. I was like, and it's usually from people that aren't going to these prominent events, aren't going to YCSs, just like locally and like small tournaments, regionals here and there.
Yeah,
they haven't realized that like you're undefeated round 6, round 7, 8, 9. You're gonna play against these prominent players, and you need these cards like Crystal Heart. You need these waves to combat these players, and so they don't really realize it yet. But like Crystal Heart is nuts. I can't grasp the concept of not playing it because I wanna win, and I can't grasp the concept of not playing 3 waves because like I want to see that card.
Yeah, like there's nothing, but there is no better feeling than the Tang excavate into a wave. It just feels so fucking good. I love that shit. They're just so like, beautiful. Yes, purple, please. Just write magenta, whatever the pink. I don't give a shit. Whatever it is, get to my hand ASAP. I gotta ask you this: what are your thoughts on not so much the current format? We've heard your thoughts on that. What is your initial feeling on this next one? So
when it comes to me, like I'm kind of biased. So like I love this game a lot. So like there's never really a bad format. The only bad format to me, there's only been one bad format ever.
Really?
Where I was like, yo, there's only ever been one time where I started playing 2014. Only one time where I was like, yo, I might actually quit. It was during VFD format. Infernoble VFD format. Like that, it was just like, I can't play Yu-Gi-Oh! It's just nuts.
Right. Yep.
So, but outside of that, like I think all the formats have been pretty good. Even Tier 0, Tier Limit format, I loved it. But like the upcoming format, like I don't really see, as a rogue player,
right?
You're just supposed to build your deck accordingly. If your deck can't keep up, then you kind of got to move on,
right?
If you plan on winning, and I don't see it like with that mindset, I don't see anything really changing with next format. There isn't really like a Tier 0 deck next format, honestly. There's a couple decks that can compete.
And people are saying it is the super heavy. I'm just like, no, it's not, dude. Like there's insta cards. There's like 3 cards you can just name that just clap that deck. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
literally. Yeah. So, that being said, I will definitely not be playing super heavy because I can't play a deck that you just instantly lose to 1 card.
Yeah. Droll lol. Like literally it's terrible. Literally. It's too much. Yeah. No, I got you there, man. I would be remiss if I did not mention these new 2 cards that everyone just keeps bringing up over and over again. Before I ask you, know which ones they are. And for everybody else, I'm going to be putting them on the screen just so you can see them, of course. The whole, draw to Marincess is the space in the deck for non-engine cards, right? Now, I know there's these new things where you can waterlock and you can go into, Gaimir, all these things like this or whatever you want to do. And they do sound nice, but there's a lot of cards going in, replacing other cards that could be used as hand traps, tools, whatever you want to say,
right? Or
use. Am I crazy or does that? I don't know what to think. So I'm just gonna let Shannon Long talk. What do you think about 2 cards here? Let me bring them up here. I have them right here. So the first one is I know you mentioned Ron or Ice Jade Ron Angerine. What are your thoughts initially on that card? For Marincess?
So what you said earlier, that's you hit it right on the nose.
Boom! Told you, everybody. I told you.
That's what makes Marincess a really good deck. There's so much space for non-engine, because the deck can do 1 card combo, 1/1.5 card combos, right? The Ice Shade. Okay. But that being said, the Ice Shade is insane. There's exceptions to that theory, and Ice Shade is one of those exceptions. That card it's literally Long Young. It's Long Young that just you don't have to like go for like it's just so good. It puts 2 bodies on the board. Sure, you have to ditch water, but if you're playing Marincess, I'm sure you always have a plethora of waters, and you're fine just ditching one to summon to either 1 extend or 2 summon that Seiko. That's just nuts against a lot of decks. That card is nuts. I will, if I do decide to play that card, the deck for Philly. Hint, hint. I'm debating 2-3 decks for Philly, one of which is Marincess. That card will 100% be in my deck for sure.
You heard it here first, folks. Full fucking wow. All right.
Good,
the second card is the. God damn it! These pronunciations. Let me just not massacre this shit. Adulara of the June Moon. Adular the whatever the fuck. It's the waterlock one. You know what I'm saying, man.
Yeah, the waterlock one. Yes. Okay.
Okay.
So this card, I've been getting a lot of hits about it too. And again, personal preference. Me personally, I will never be putting that card into my deck, and there's a couple reasons why.
Yes.
One, I play competitively, so like I kind of. I'm not trying to sound like I'm not trying to sound like an asshole, right?
I'm fucking clapped half the community.
Shit, I try so hard. I try so hard not to sound like an asshole or sound like.
What else do you say though? What else do you say?
I don't know. I just try to. I'm a realist. I just want to keep it 100.
He's a realist. He's a bum. Yeah, he's a lot.
Yeah, I'm a bum. I'm a realist. Exactly. If you're playing locally, you want to take that deck to your locals, and you want to like take it to small, case tournaments, whatever. By all means, play it. But if you plan on having success at a prominent event, a YCS, winning regional, don't put that card in your deck. And here's why. Especially next format, there's 2 cards that kind of hurt our deck. But if you play, you can play around them. One of which is Droll, right? You can play it to Droll correctly if you don't activate Ting. That's the big. If you're not playing Signet Mining, and you don't activate Ting's effect excavate, all you're going to do is search wave, right? So 1, Droll is going to be in the meta. 2, Ghost Ogre. Ghost Ogre is going to be in the meta for sure. If not in everyone's main, as well as Droll, it's going to be in the side. Both of those cards get bodied. Both of those cards body our deck, right? If we know these prominent hand traps are going to be in a lot of people's main, like for instance, it's in my main. I'm maining Ogre and I'm maining Droll in my Marincess deck next format, right? So if we know these 2 cards are going to be in people's main, why would we play cards that not only don't help facilitate our regular combo, but also lose to those cards? You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So like, exactly. I'm not going to play the Moon. I'm not going to play the Moon because if Ogre and Droll is in people's main, I'm going to get Ogre to Droll in the beginning of my combo. That card doesn't help me extend past the Ogre or Droll.
No, literally it doesn't. One of the kind of draws to the deck also is that it plays pretty well into Droll. You know what I mean? Like we only have one fucking search like the whole time. Exactly. So you're just adding another one. Doesn't make sense. I've been yelling about this in my brain. I'm just like, stop suggesting it. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. And I've seen the lines like to summon the Wind Barrier statue back. Like, so you go so crazy outside of the basic combo. Like you have to go out of your way to summon the wind. Like it's just wild.
It's bananas.
It's just wild. So I can't get with that card. Like you gotta send spells and traps. That means you prayed that you activated your angel, it resolved. You got to the field spell, it resolved to a quick 2, and then you're just praying for too much to go
time.
away.
Fingers crossed. Yeah. Fuck.
Fingers crossed. Like no. I when I draw 5, I'm like, yo, my opponent has Ash, Ogre, Droll, and they have 10 cards in hand somehow, and all of them say fuck Marincess.
Dude, literally, that's all it says on the card. But like that mentality right there is like they have everything. Like that's something I hold dear because I again, like I'm like you, my luck is terrible. But so that take that card, and here it is. It's in my hand. He can see me. You guys can't see me. I'm taking it, throwing it in the jank pile. That shit is garbage, man. Get that out of here. Anyway, all right, that's good. These are the fun questions. Okay, so these are just like.
Let's get it.
All right. So number 1, Shannon Long. What is your favorite Marincess card?
My favorite Marincess is definitely Marble Rock. I always get names confused. Marble Rock is for sure my favorite
card, not even the monster card. Right?
Card, yeah, it's Marble Rock. I love Marble Rock. She just does so much for the deck. It's
Hold
not
up.
a card.
What do you mean? Is it a she?
Yeah, she's a Marble. Yeah, she is.
What the fuck? I thought that was my boy. That's my boy Marble. Like, is it? Am I wrong? Am I high? Am I drunk? What is this?
You got me messed up because now you got me second guessing myself. Let me get my Marincess.
Hey man, you can be whatever you want to be. I just didn't know. I don't have a clue. Like they kind of look like Slug and Marble look kind of like just like a younger version of each other or whatever,
right,
older and younger.
That's not Marincess. That's purely. Where's Marincess?
I mean, whatever they are, they're fabulous. I'm just saying. Like, damn.
Let's see. Moment of truth. I gotta look at one area only, and then we'll know. Nope, that's a chick for sure, 100%.
Damn. All right. Well, now we know. All right. Proof is in the pudding.
For sure.
Marbled rocket. Anyway. All right, that's cool. So marbled rock. Is there any reason why? Like, is it just
like
gets anything back, right?
Yeah, I'm a mid-range, like you said, like I'm a mid-range player.
Grindy
like if I can't kill, then like I'm gonna set up for next turn, and she just helps facilitate that so much. Like being able to add back, being able to protect. I'm already unaffected by card effects, and then I had this battle protection because that's what she does. And then whatever I discard, I'll just add back next turn. I just love that. It's just awesome.
Yeah, the grindiness of this deck has just captured my heart, and now I'm just like fucking obsessed. So, that's awesome. So marbled rock is the sauce. I love it. Okay, cool. All right. Now this one's kind of hard. Konami comes to you, and they say, Shannon Long, dude, fuck, we're screwed. We need a Marincess card. Any card. We just need a Marincess card. We're just running out. We don't have anything. The deck needs some sauce. Get the chef hat on and fucking make a card. What if you could make one card? What would it be for Marincess specific?
If I can make one card for Marincess, it wouldn't be an extra deck card. It would be a main deck way. It would be okay. It would be a trap. It would be a trap card because my whole thing with Marincess is that I like.
I'm sorry. Sorry, you got me with that, dude. There's like 10 traps and like one is good. Like what the fuck?
Exactly.
Oh shit! Okay, I get it. Go ahead, Cook King. Go ahead.
Wave is amazing. All the other ones, dog water, right? Literally dog water. But one of the Marincess monsters says like banish a trap, a Marincess trap in your grave, search a trap with a different name, and I wish I could play that card. But there's just no other good target, and if I could play her,
ass. Yeah, exactly.
They're all ass.
Everyone.
So like if they just gave us another trap that was like, and I would want it to be a form of removal, right?
Right.
Like effect, like Raigeki break, target something, destroy, something like that.
Something like that. Okay.
It would be dope. So another trap would be awesome.
Oh, that's true. We gotta get like me. I've learned the ways of the triangle, man. I put that bitch no matter what. It's gonna go on my field, in my grave. It's gonna be somewhere. I'm gonna make that shit for the clapback. Yeah. And I'm all about that. But if she could have another utility and get a different trap, that's it. Awesome. That's a great shout. Where can people find you?
So I have 2 YouTubes. I have my team YouTube, Team Scheme. I'm sure you'll provide the link, and then I have my own personal YouTube. It's called Column King. That's like where I started YouTube and whatnot with Mech Knights. All I played was Mech Knights before I started getting on a wave of other decks. But yeah, those are my 2. And then, I got Facebook, Instagram.
This guy had a whole YouTube channel just for Mech Knights. He built a whole community, 4,000 people strong, and he just said, this fucking deck is garbage. It's trash, man. It's like way of the past. You all suck. Dude, I'm like all about fucking Mermail, so I can't even talk. Anyway, I will have all your links in the description below. Man. Shannon, you've been you're making water. I don't think you even think about this stuff like this, but you know how Konami, they treat water, fire, wind like nothing. Like they don't even care about that shit. They're just like, there's no money in that crap. Why would we ever make support for it? Blah, blah, blah.
Exactly.
You are taking a water deck, carrying the attribute on your shoulders.
Yeah.
And some people just, we like certain things. And this is a water community that I have here, and we all appreciate you just taking, this attribute and just doing something with it. I appreciate you being here, man. Really, really humbled and honored that you're here. So
it was awesome to be here, bro. Yeah, man. I love Marincess. I love water. I felt like it's awesome. God forbid they let us get title. Let's pray one day.
Assholes.
If they give us title, oh my goodness.
No, I got a longer list than that, man. You got. I want me some Norden action. I want all that shit. Like, but then again,
hold up now. Yeah, I ain't saying nothing about Norden.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, that'd be a trap, dude. What a guy. What a lad. I just wanted you guys to learn more about the player, more so than anything else. A lot of interviews out there, they don't really get to do that. That's just kind of what I like to do, is like spotlight the player and just let us get a deep dive into their mind. Waterpud. Do yourself a favor and subscribe to his channels. He puts out really good videos. He also plays more than just Yu-Gi-Oh! He also plays the One Piece card game, and he's apparently really badass at it too. Who would have guessed? So if you're a One Piece fan, check that shit out as well. Also, I just want to shout out, I got the old 1K. I hit 1,000 subscribers. I really appreciate it. It was one of my personal goals, and that's all I wanted. So other than that, you guys know the deal. Until next time, boys.